Hello, everyone. Good day. How is it going? Okay, I'm going to be embarking on this project, which is an international high school website. Okay, I'm going to be using technology like Figma to design the app. Then I'm going to also be using GitHub and committing my code. And also going to be using I'm going to be using Docker and Docker Hub, and I'm also going to be using a Django for the backend, and I'm going to be using React and also Postgres. Okay, so I'm going to session everything into different playlists. Okay, so particularly for this one, is going to be under the backend backend. Okay, so it's going to be for the Django specifically. Okay, so first thing we're going to do now is to install our Django app and try it if it is going to be running. So in this Django app, I'm going to use two features which are of recent, which are really cool. These are that is a pip file and then the pip env. Okay, so let's start by installing our virtual environment. All right, so just follow every step that I'm following, and I think that's going to be cool. All right, so the first thing I'm going to go to my desktop. I'm going to go to my desktop. Okay. I've already created this file, but there's nothing inside. It's just a folder. All right. This is a folder, this directory. So I just drag and drop. I just drag and drop and put it drag and drop it to my VS Code. Okay. All right. Let me try it again. So I open my terminal. Okay, so it's asking me if I trust that folder. Yes, of course, I'm the one that created it. All right, so the first thing is to create my visual environment. My visual environment, that was going to be okay, so the first thing is to create my visual environment. That would be Python. So for the Windows user, just use Python. For the Linux user, use Python 3. All right. So I'm using Linux, so I'm going to use Python 3. Python 3 -m. Then the name of my virtual environment. Then the name I want to call the virtual environment, which is going to be env. Okay. Okay, I guess that should be running. Okay, I think that has been created. So the next thing is to activate my environment. So how do I activate my environment? Before I should be able to activate the environment, I should tell VS Code the Python is going to be using for I'm going to be using for this virtual environment. So I'm going to press Ctrl plus a Shift plus a P to open that. Then I click on the Python interpreter. Okay, so we click on enter interpreter part. Then I go to find it. I think that way is going to be very. So you can just go, you see, go to your home, then go to desktop. On your desktop, choose your folder. Just go and choose a folder here. So this is our international high school website. Okay, so this is my environment. So go inside the bin and then go to Python. Choose the Python that you want to use. Okay, just take a Python. Take Python 3, right? Then that's it. So we have selected that. So we can now activate our environment by saying that will be period. But for Windows user, you don't need a period, okay? Okay, let me just type for Windows user first. For Windows user, you just need to type the name of your environment, which is env / that will be script, capital X, okay? Then scripts. Only X is capital there, all right? That's going to be scripts, okay? Then / activate. All right? So that's for Windows user. But for Linux user, you have to use a dot, or you can use a source. is either source or dot, then the name of your environment, env slash bin, then slash activate. Okay, you can see by this side, see the name of the virtual environment in parentheses. So that means our environment has been activated. So what's the next thing we're going to do? The next thing we're going to do is to install pip env. So we can use that. We can use a pip to install the pip env. So we use pip, you can say pip or pip3, then install pip env. Pip env is also a package that manages the virtual environment. Okay, so that's what we are going to be using this project. All right. Okay, it's installing right now. So I guess it has been installed. So you can check if it has properly been installed by checking for the version, dash version. Okay, so that's cool. It has been installed. So next thing we're going to be doing is to install a Django. Okay. So I can just say pip env install Django. Install Django. Okay, so the good thing about the ppmv is that it's going to help us to create this file over here. There's a pip file. This pip file, if you have been using a JavaScript, you see that JavaScript, we have a package, package.json, that's going to be managing the package. All the package you are going to install is going to be managed by them. So likewise in Python too, when you are using a Django, you know Django is a Python framework. So when you are using it, when you are using a pipenv, it will automatically create your pip file and your pip lock. Okay, so as to manage your packages. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is to use a Django to create our first step project. So we do Django dash admin Django dash admin. So if you can click enter to see the number of command that is available. So these are the command that is available. So we're going to use this one now, which is a start project. We're going to use start project. We're going to use, so let's just use start project to create our project. So we're going to use Django start project. This is going to be start project. That's going to be start project, and then our project name. So I'm going to call it international. Call it international school. International school. So that's international. We're going to use this command. Start project international school. Then in this current directory. So we hit enter. We should have this international school. So we have it. So now we can do. So we can do. So since we have this, we're going to be using the module that come with this Python project, okay, which is this manage.py. So that's what we're going to be using from now. So to use that, use a Python. Remember, for the Windows user, use a Python. Now, if you're using Linux, on Linux, you're going to use a Python 3. So say Python 3 manage.py, then run server in order to run our server. If what we are doing, if we have actually installed our project properly. So let's do that. So we can open this, just put a cursor on it and then click on the follow link. This will open up the server with your default browser. So for mine, I'm using the Chromium. So this is it. So our project is working properly. All right, so that's really cool. So it's really working properly. So that's really cool. So let's go back to our project. I can stop the server by saying Ctrl C, right? So the benefit of using pipenv is it's pipenv is made to work with virtual environments uh and the pip package. Okay, so let me just go. Let's go to the documentary and see it's a little bit there from there. We go to the documentary. So if we go to the documentary, say documentary pip env documentary. Okay. Let me try and move this one up. All right. So close this one. Okay, so we can click on this and you will see what is important from the documentary. Okay, so we have that you no longer need to use a pip and then virtual environment separately. We can use it together with the help of our pip env, okay? And then managing our projects with our requirements.txt is also problematic. So now pipenv comes with a pip file, okay, which and a pip file.log, which is going to help us to manage our dependencies, okay. So you can see it's in our project file that we have this to install, okay. So let's just try and install one package in order to verify it. So if you install like a pip, but make sure that your environment is already activated, okay. You can see it over here, having the name of the environment in parentheses. So pip env, let me just say install one of the packages we are going to be using in the project. That's a pillow. Pillow is used for managing images, okay. In Django, it's used for managing images. So if I click install that, it's going to install it and then add it to our, it's going to add it to this pip file and the pip lock, okay. So you see that it has been added. Pillow has been added already, and we have installed it properly. All right, so if you want to learn more about it, you have to know more of the command you can use with pipenv. You can just say pipenv dash app, okay, dash app. Okay, so you can see more of the command. So this command shell, you can use this command shell to activate the environments. Okay, say pip shell, although the environment has already been activated. I've already activated the environment, so there's no need here. So I'm going to leave it as that. But let's just see it. But it's just going to tell you that you're already working with one environment, which we did with virtual environments, okay? So you do see, if you read it very well, you see that an environment has been, so pip env to ignore that environment and create its own. Instead, you can set it if you want pipenv to override the environment we are using already, because pipenv found it that it is running within a virtual environment. So that's it for this election. If you want to deactivate your environment, just do deactivate, and that's gonna be it. All right, thank you very much. The next topic is gonna be how we are going to model our database. Okay. All right, thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys. Okay.